As we know, many areas around Kibera have shortage of water. In fact, in most cases, water is available at the taps once or twice in a week. And for us deaf people, we face one major challenge of getting the information late due to communication barriers, now that many people don't know sign language around the area. If one didn't have prior knowledge of the availability of water, then the opportunity is missed. It becomes a big challenge to maintain menstrual hygiene, and so we feel ashamed to go out there and interact with our peers.
Where I come from, when it comes to menstrual health management and hygiene, it's very poor because most of the time persons with disabilities are not able to access the washrooms properly. They are not able to access the bathrooms properly.
Washrooms si accessible kwa sababu ni hizi za chini, na persons with disability, especially mwenye anatumia wheelchair, si accessible at all kwa sababu wanatoka wheelchair naingia ndani, na ni kulingana na kushika unaona mimi ni risk kwa sababu nashika uchafu yote, so inanibidingi sometimes hata niende na gloves ndio nikifungua hata mlango ama nijishikilie naingia hivyo na iacha wheelchair nje, so si accessible at all.
Clean water for use is hard because we used to pay people to bring water to our households. But now because I don't have an income, definitely I can't ask someone to bring me water since I'm not going to pay them. And it's very, very tough because for bathrooms we pay 10 shillings to take a shower. That is for a bathroom that is being used by everybody, a community bathroom. And it is not that friendly because with our conditions, we have to touch the walls, we have to touch the floors, unlike the other time, someone could just bring you water and you can even take a shower in your house. But for someone like me, I'll use 20 and above because I have to pay for the water, I have to pay for the person who is bringing the water. So mostly we pay 25 shillings or 20. Okay, in a day I use between 6 and 8 jerrycans, and that is 8 times 20, which is 160 in a day. So in a month is that 160 times 30.
My experience during this pandemic, during the menstrual time, and you can't access such tools. By these tools I mean pads that we have to put in order to manage our periods. At that time you have no one to send, no one to do anything for you, and therefore it's you and you alone. Now accessing it from the shop where they are found, it can be difficult. This is now for ourselves because that shop might be far away from where one is. And again, after even accessing that those pads, there can be a problem of reading the instructions given simply because they are not written in braille, or actually there I think the information can also become a big challenge to us. I would wish that the packaging may be in braille form in order to make us independent.
Mara ya kwanza kabisa nikigundua ameanza kuona hiyo damu ya mwezi, alikuwa chini sana, alikuwa ni kama amehuzunika, hana raha, ukimpea chakula asikii kukula. Sasa wakati nilipombadilisha ndio nilikuja kugundua ni hiyo damu ilikuwa inachangia. Sasa ilibidi mimi kama mzazi nijue anaumia pia, juu kuna saa zingine ni kama anaumwa na tumbo na haezi eleza. Sasa wewe kama mzazi ni jukumu lako kujua vile utamsaidia. Ilikuwa ni changamoto sana, maana wakati huo sikuwa na chochote, sikuwa na kazi, singeweza hata kumsaidia kumnunulia pads. Ilibidi sasa nitumie zile suruali zake zenye kidogo zinaweza, at least inaweza eka imsaidie. Okay, changamoto iko, maana sasa hasa kwa wakati huu sina mahali popote naweza pata fedha za kununua hizo pads. Inabidi nitenge viraka fulani kwa ajili ya kumsaidia. Okay, kuna wakati akianza hiyo hali yake ya mwezi, unaweza mwekea hiyo kiraka, na akishaenda hiyo haja ndogo anajihisi ni kama hayuko sawa. Kuna siku nilimfunga hivyo, nikawa nimeitiwa kibarua mahali ya kufua, lakini nguo hazikuwa nyingi vile. Sasa nikafua hizo nguo, kurudi hata ni Mungu alinirudisha tu, nikapata ametoa ile kiraka, ni kama anataka kwanza kuichu. Nilisikia uchungu sana. Nilisikia uchungu, nikasema hata ningekuwa na uwezo, yaani hata sijui niseme vipi.
And sanitary towels are very expensive, and this makes me wonder if it's a choice for girls to menstruate or a natural process. That's why you find many young girls getting pregnant, because they go having sexual intercourse with men in the community or even men in their families, because they need that money, and according to them, that's the best opportunity they have.
I think men should be included in menstrual health management conversation, because they are fellow human beings, and again, with the time they will have daughters, and the only way they can be introduced is to bring them on board by menstrual health sensitization, to create awareness for them to understand. And again, let us take it as something that each and every person is supposed to be responsible about. We should know how these pads are important to us. Instead of us giving them something for us to get the sanitary towels, they should know it is important for us to have it, and it is not just a request. Actually, it should be something that is compulsory. I even think that the government should stop giving condoms free and give sanitary towels for free, because sex is by choice. But when it comes to period, it's not. It's for us women, it's something that is a must.
Are part of the family. We are in the society. And the ladies, or rather the children that we have, who are girls here, will have to pass or rather undergo these changes in life. It is not by choice. It is a natural thing. That is the creation. So would we involve men in caring and taking care, or rather and making sure that our girls, more so now, who are living with the disabilities in the communities, have access to sanitary pads when they have menstrual flow, have access to sanitary pads when they are going to school, in the houses and at homes. Most of the people will argue that this is a women affair, but I'm here to tell you that it's not a women affair. Men should be included. And now, when we don't empower our kids, our children, when we don't get information to them, when we don't educate them about these changes, they will be lured to other things. They might be misled by young boys who will lie to them that they give them something to buy the sanitary pads, and that's when the cases of pregnancies are all over, are rampant. That's when these kids will be lied to, and they will be told, then I'll get you something, and then you find that the big men who are not who are women eaters will go for these kids. So I think men involvement in the reproductive health, more so menstrual health management in our girls, it's a big boost to their health. So men should be involved. Men should have information about these things. Men should have information about the stages that girls undergo, to make sure that in a case whereby the woman is not around, the girl will not be ashamed of sharing this to the father. The girls will not be ashamed of expressing their changes in their body, in their bodies to their responsible fathers. Men, let's support our children. Let's support the girl child. As we are supporting the girl child on education issues, as we are supporting the girl child when you are getting the dowry, okay, as we get happy, as we get involved too much when getting the dowry, we should be involved in making sure that the girl child is supported through the menstrual period. We should make sure that we support our children through the changes in their in their growth and development, and we should make sure that our girls do not fall. I'm a man and I'm ready to support my children. I'm ready to support my girls. I have to talk about sex education.
I'd like the government to engage persons with disabilities directly. We don't want someone going there on the table and making decisions for us about how we are supposed to be handling our menstrual health hygiene. I think it's us to go and tell the people who are going to implement this that we need to be there to speak for ourselves, because the way an able woman go to the washroom and change their sanitary towels is not the same as me. They can do it while standing. As we have to get a seat, we have to be comfortable, then we have to undress. We can even go to an extent of undressing everything before we change our sanitary towels. So I think these are the things that the government should consider, and not only to people who are old as us. I think girls and women with disabilities who are still in school, especially primary and high school, they should be given more time, especially when it comes to visiting the washrooms.